Hello there, Guyana. You've
Good afternoon, Guyana. Welcome to the Wake Up Guyana program on Kaieteur Radio, FM 99.1 in Demerara and Essequibo, and 99.5 in Berbice. The radio with a difference. Today is Monday, February 15th, 2021. And you are listening to the Wake Up Guyana program with your host, Tony from Mahaicony. That number to reach us today is area code 592 226 7453. 226 7453, or WhatsApp SMS messages 622 2222 622 2222. First, let me say to everyone that I hope you had a wonderful Valentine's Day weekend and you got the desires of your heart for Valentine's. And let me say a special thank you to all of our listeners who are listening to us across the length and breadth of this great and blessed nation, and those who are listening to us in the diaspora, the ABCE, America, Britain, Canada, and Europe. And I must tell you that I received a phone call all the way from California, a young lady who listens to this program on a daily basis. So we have listeners across the length and breadth of the world. We also receive phone calls from Dubai, Guyanese in the diaspora in Dubai is listening to this program and other Kaieteur radio program. And I want to say a special thank you for all of my listeners and let you know that it is truly a honor and a privilege that you give me this opportunity Monday through Friday from 1400 hours to 1500 hours to spend this time with you. And I just want you to know I do not take it for granted. It is truly a honor for me and a privilege. I want to also thank all of my listeners who continue to give me constructive criticism. I want this program to be a program where listeners feel that they have the freedom and the rights to express their opinion without any condemnation or retribution. So please know that this program is your program, and I want to hear from you, and I want to hear what you have on your mind that you want to talk about today. I have a couple of things I want to talk about. There's a heartbreaking story in the letters today. If you have the Kaieteur news, please go to this letter because I will be discussing this letter today. And this was on yesterday, Sunday, the 14th. A letter, and the topic of the letter is change in government did not mean the corruption ceased. And this is written by someone by the initials R as in Romeo, and the last name is Malhotra. And I hope I'm not messing that name up. Malhotra, which is Malhotra. We will come to that letter in a minute, but let's go straight to the headline news for today, Monday, February 15th. Kaieteur News. Government will wait until Lisa 1 environmental permit expires to impose new standards. Another news here is Angola lost 5 billion. That's where the B is in Bravo, in oil funds due to, you got it, corruption, poor management. You got that? Those are the two things that led to a 5 billion US dollars due to corruption and poor management. And this is how the oil curse affects country. So those are some of the front page news from today, Kaieteur News. And on yesterday, Sunday, some headline news. Consultations on draft local content policy begin tomorrow, which would be today. Okay, so consultation will begin today on local content policy. And one more news from the front page yesterday. No new policies for oil sector in 2021 budget. All right. So that is some of the news that are on the front page of Kaieteur News. And then there's this letter, and I hope you had some time to read this letter. So I'm going to give you some excerpt from it. And again, if you're just joining us, our phone number to reach us is 226-7453, 226-7453, or WhatsApp SMS 622-2222. We want to thank you who are listening on my Tuner app, Radio Garden app, those who are listening on Kaieteur News Online, and those who are listening on Facebook, WhatsApp, and YouTube. We thank you for listening to us. So here's this letter. It's a very, very sad story, and I want to preface it by letting you know that this person was on their way out of Guyana to seek medical help for his 70-year-old mother. So he followed all the protocols to get his ticket booked, his airline ticket booked. He took his COVID test, which he's supposed to do, and he did all of that. He left all the way from quarantine, driving in the dark night, early morning hours to make it to the airport. After arriving at the airport, he was informed that the COVID test that he took was not acceptable to travel. Although he took the test at a government public hospital, the test was denied because the only place you can take the COVID test for it to be accessible is several private institutions. And so this began a downward spiral for this family. So he turned all the way around, drove all the way back to quarantine, set up a new appointment to take a second COVID test. And if you ever had a COVID test, it is not pretty. For some people, they don't mind taking it. I've had several, and I did not like it at all. To me, it's worse than giving blood. But anyway, the story continues. He went to take his test at the private institution, and although it was advertised that the cost of the test is $10,000, when he arrived at the private institution, he was told that he has to pay $25,000 for a test. Can you believe that, people? $25,000 to take a COVID test. Well, I can tell you right now, poor people will not be traveling because that test is almost half of the price for a one-way ticket from Guyana to Miami. And now he was very, very disappointed that he had to pay $25,000 instead of $10,000. Along those lines, those additional costs, he had to change his, you got it, his flight ticket, which whenever you change your ticket, it's almost the same price as buying a new one. So this poor family has to purchase a new ticket, pay $25,000 additional to get a COVID test. And I will read a few excerpts from what he says. And I'm not sure if it's a male or a female because it's just the R initial. And I quote, he said, "This is greed, pure and simple greed." And then he went on to say, "Have you begun to understand my venomous spew? Now I ask you in your trust, hearts and mind, to decide if my frustrations, pent up anger, and everything I shared with you were a vendetta? No. None of everything we had to bear was a result of anything we failed to do. The inconvenient is because of the greed and maliciousness of the few who are in power. Read my words and hear my voice. It is a bitter experience, and I wanted everyone to know that the administration gets on a pedestal and preach about, you got it, corruption. Finger point about the previous administrations helping friends and family. What have they done? The same thing. Follow the money and you will see who the benefactors in this grand scheme are. I leave you with a quote by Winston Churchill, and I leave you to ponder. And Churchill quote goes as follows, and I quote: "Some men change their party for the sake of their principles. Others, their principles for the sake of their party." And this letter was written by R as in Romeo, Malhotra. Okay? Thank you for sharing that letter. I don't know if you feel the frustration, the anger, and the pain of this letter writer. You know, one of the things I learned and I'm learning is that if you are rich, you are able to enjoy life in Guyana. It doesn't affect you much. But if you are poor, may God help you. Caller, go right ahead with your question or comment. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, brother.
Yes, good afternoon.
Last Wednesday, GPL was on your program.
Yes.
And they take all who have problems,
Yes.
their number to call them.
Yes.
Until now, no one has called me.
Well, I thank you for calling, because the very next day, Thursday, I put it out and I wanted to do a follow-up to ask all of those people that numbers were taken, did they receive a call back? And I am so grateful that you did. And I want to hear other listeners who called on Wednesday last week.
Yeah.
And give their number, and if they got a return call, because I am telling you, I'm about getting really, really angry with GPL. And guess what?
They only go there to put up a show.
Well, this would be our discussion Wednesday.
Yeah,
Okay.
they only go there to put up a show. All of them is the same as the government.
You know what I like to tell people, they all comes from the same mango tree.
Yeah, and you know when the house, if anything happen and the house catch a fire and it burn down?
Yes.
You know nothing about that.
Of course not.
Be responsible.
Of course not.
Okay.
Please call back Wednesday and let's deal with that. Let's deal with that. You know, I opened the phone line so people can get through to them, and I was hoping that they will return calls. That was Wednesday. Today's Monday.
Monday, right.
Okay, let's wait between now and Wednesday, and if you don't get a call, please call back Wednesday when they're going to be here. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, have a wonderful day. I tell you, this is frustrated for me, and I don't get frustrated easy, but this is why you know, people always encourage me in this show to take numbers and to call people, give numbers out to these different various government agencies. They said, why don't you, give out these numbers so people can get help? Well, this is the reason why I don't like to give out the numbers, because what's the purpose? I give out the numbers and the people them call and call and call and call and nothing happens. Nada. Nothing happens. I don't understand this. And then, GPL will come Wednesday and we'll have another show and we'll have another receive the numbers and we'll have the same results. That's insanity. We do the same thing day in, day out, and we expect a different results. Caller, go right ahead with your question or comment. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm at 99.1.
You are. Go right ahead, please.
I'm calling from Guyana Water Incorporated.
GWI?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm calling to find out if you can send me a copy of your rate sheet.
Okay. All right.
I
We'll give you a different number to call.
Sure.
And while I have you on the line, can I get somebody from GWI to come on the air sometime? And we have plenty of questions that comes from our listeners.
Yes.
Okay,
Actually,
you can.
we're arranging something.
You are arranging it. Is that going to
Yeah.
be this year or next year?
This year.
No, I don't know, because I know we've been hearing about an arrangement since last year, so we don't know.
Well, it is now approved.
It's
so
now approved. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So we'll give you a different number to call and they will work that out. And that number is just 1 second. It is 226
Mhm.
8465. 226 8465. And if it doesn't work for whatever reason, you can always WhatsApp us and then we'll send you the right number. The WhatsApp number is 622 2222. Okay?
Okay.
All right?
All right.
I'm
Thank
looking
you.
forward to see you coming on the air soon. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. So there we have GWI on the air. We'd love to have GWI to be in the studio like we have the GPL. All right, people. The number to reach us is area code 592-226-7453, 226-7453, and WhatsApp 622-2222. So that is the letter, and that's the frustration of a person that trying to travel to get medical help. Another topic for discussion today, if you won't mind indulging me, the topic is, can you live in Guyana without paying lunch money, a bribe, a top up, however you want to describe it, but you know what I mean in general. You're paying for something that you don't really have to pay for, but you paying still. All right, so we call it different names. Some call it lunch money, some call it top up, and some call it a bribe. Whatever you call it, some have other names too, and I would like to hear those other names for it. So, and the question is, can you live in Guyana and not pay a bribe, a top up, or a lunch money? I want to hear from my listeners today. Okay, so we got lots of messages on Facebook and WhatsApp, which is good. We're going to go to a break right now, and we'll be back momentarily to take your calls. So reminding you that you're listening to the Wake Up Guyana program here on Kaieteur Radio on FM 99.1 in Demerara and Essequibo, and 99.5 in Berbice. Thank you, and we'll be back momentarily. Thank you.
CARICOM General Insurance, a better value for better protection. Get your ship and cargo covered with us today. To better serve you, you can now purchase your insurance online from the comfort of your home. CARICOM General Insurance Company, Inc., located at 121 Regent and Ornock Streets. You can contact us on telephone numbers 225-1787 or you can try 269-0020.
Kaieteur Radio, keeping you informed.
Demerara and Essequibo 99.1 FM.
Berbice 99.5 FM. Kaieteur Radio.
Good afternoon, Guyana. Welcome back to Kaieteur Radio, FM double 9.1. Caller, go right ahead with your question or comment. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon.
Thank you. Thanks very much for getting through to you.
Okay, thank you for getting through.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Now, it's very unfortunate. Don't want you to cut me off. I'm staying long.
Okay.
It's very unfortunate that guy concerning the test that he go out to get out of the country.
Yes.
It's very unfortunate for him.
Yes.
I know persons that went and take the test.
Yes.
Private place and take the test.
Yes.
And the amount of money that he called that this private enterprise say that he must pay.
Yes.
Person says, "Oh, I know," went and take the test, didn't pay so much money.
Yes. Okay. Are you still there? We think that caller. I'm sorry, sir, but it looks like your phone just dropped, and I hope that you will call back because you didn't get to finish making your point. So, that's one of the concerns that I concern about, that these private companies going to start charging an arm and a leg for those tests because you have no choice. The only way you can travel, you have to have those tests. And here is the unfortunate part is, and this is why when you live in a poor country, you suffer more. In the developing countries, many places you get that COVID test absolutely free. Did you hear me? Absolutely free. Not a penny. Not a single penny when you live in the developed countries. Some places, many places, you can go and get that test. COVID test that costing $25,000 in Guyana. People are getting it free in the developed country. And I don't understand this. Here in Guyana, people are poor. People are powerless. They don't have money. And then they're being charged this humongous amount to get a COVID test. And there, in the developed country where they are wealthy, they are rich, where they have the money, and they get the free test. Come on, somebody please help me, because it doesn't make any sense. Why does the poor have to continue to suffer? Why life has to be so much more difficult for poor and oppressed people? Can somebody help me, please? That number to reach us is... Caller, go right ahead with your question or comment, please. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Tony. How are you?
I'm too blessed to be depressed and too anointed to be disappointed. Thank you for asking. Go right ahead with your question, please.
Anyway, I would like to draw your attention to our public officer
Yes.
who is dealing with public assistant in Enmore office.
Okay.
Her name is Granville.
Vansville. Okay.
Yeah. When you go there, she giving you a very difficult time to uplift the forms.
Yes.
When you get the form due filled up,
Uh-huh.
she's giving you a very, very difficult time.
Yes.
And what we've seen that is that she's using your card here.
Yes.
So I'm calling on your relevant authorities if they could kindly look into this.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot.
And we called on them the last time that you called, and we're gonna keep calling on them until something happens, you know?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your persistence. Have a wonderful day. So we got lots of messages on Facebook, and I'm trying to get to some of them. And please, I'm not ignoring you. Caller, go right ahead with your question or comment, please. All right, let's see. Facebook, I see must declare all their asset. Okay, someone saying all political leaders must declare all their asset every year or they should be jailed. Well, my friend, jailed is not for political leaders. Jail is for peasants and poor, disadvantaged, and oppressed people, but never for leaders. If you can find one leader, one politician, one rich person in jail in Guyana, I would like to hear who that person is. Thank you very much for your comment and your question. Okay, go right ahead with your question or comment, Colin. Good afternoon. Go right ahead.
Yes, good afternoon, my friend.
Yes, good afternoon.
I would like to know the question that you asked just now, if you could live in Guyana without paying a little bribe.
Yes, yes, sir.
No, you know, if you can't do it in Guyana, it doesn't mean you just be a person locked up in your house all the time.
Yes.
I'll give you some example, and I would like to know
Yes.
when you guys would arrange a day with somebody from the Ministry of Home Affairs.
Yes.
I am not, I don't know if you're sure or if you have any idea about the bail system in Guyana.
Oh, yes.
I mean, in every country you have to get bail if you commit a certain offense.
Oh, yes.
But the headache in Guyana is not the bail.
Yes.
The headache in Guyana is to get back your money.
Yes, yes,
Now,
yes.
I give you an example of what happened. About a month ago, I had to get bail at Brickdown Police Station.
Okay.
I had a little vehicle mistake, whatever. $20,000 bail.
Yes.
I got bail.
Yes.
The other guy did not get bail because he signed some more recondonance. He said he got money. He
Yes.
got money. Anyhow, forget
Yes.
about that.
Mm-hmm.
I used my driver's license as the only thing I had on me to use. And they accept my bail money.
Mm-hmm.
2 days after when I go back for my bail money,
Mm-hmm.
they tell me they can't give me back the bail money with my driver's license.
Uh-huh.
I
Yes.
have to go and get my ID card.
Yes.
Now, this is the stupid part.
Yes.
Because I got to go now, fill up a paper, the government got to buy the paper.
Yes.
Then I have to go to the finance at
Yes.
Larry, fill up another paper. Then they're going to tell me come back maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever.
Yes.
Then the government got to pay money for write the check
Yes.
and paying workers all the time.
Yes.
Then I got to go to the bank and change it. But my problem is, why would you accept my money
Yes.
with IDA, but you don't want to refund my money with IDA?
Yes.
That's why I was telling your boss the other day.
Yes.
Everybody is looking at all the big things going on in Guyana.
Yes.
What about the little stupid one
Yes.
that could solve overnight?
Yes.
You don't need to go to Parliament for this, Tony.
Yes.
We could go right to the station, just like when they collect your money.
Yes.
Whenever your story done,
Yes.
you come, you present your bail receipt,
Yes.
they match it with the copy, and they give you back your money.
Caller, let me interrupt for a
No, but I'm going
second.
to show you what part coming with the Bryce thing now.
Yes.
Most guys that got to go up on a $5,000 bail
Yes.
don't want to do that, so they give the police a $3,000, the story done.
Okay.
So this is what I got to remove.
Yes.
And these are not things that need rocket science.
Yes.
Just how you sign, you collect the guy money.
Yes.
When you bring back the bail receipt to the station,
Yes.
you give him back the money.
Caller,
I remember somebody was telling Leonard from Essequibo
Yes.
how they had to run how much time they got to come to Georgetown for collect the bail money.
Yes.
Up to when the person complained, they spent 30,000 in transportation. So what sense it make?
Yes.
Yeah, my brother, I hear you part.
Just a couple of weeks ago, Kaieteur had several people were standing up for days and getting the royal runaround to get their bail money back. Some waited months. So don't you know? You ever heard the song "Welcome to the Hotel California"? You can check in, but you can't check out.
You can't check
well,
out.
that's the same thing with your bail.
You know why I raised the tax? And I am living proof that it's Guyana right now.
Yes.
Because I don't have a problem with the commissioner or the minister of Home Affairs. I don't have a problem with them.
Yes.
What I have a problem with is the system they allow
Yes.
to exist that cause corruption.
Yes. Yes.
You know what they're hoping? That somewhere along the line I would get frustrated.
Yes, of
and
course.
don't return for my money.
Of course.
But I have news for them.
Yes.
I'm not going to give up. I'm coming back this week for go and look after my... Then another thing, when they send you from property room,
Yes.
they give you a farm. When you gonna walk into the back by the evil area by the commissioner office,
Yes.
my brother, you know what they do you?
Yes.
Then they're going to tell you, you got to go photocopy your ID.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God, property room can't tell we all of that.
Right. Yes.
Now, I was a sick man and my foot still sick.
Yes.
I can't walk. I had to take taxi.
Yes.
So basically, when I get back my 20,000,
Yes.
with all the headache that I run around, I probably lose 5,000.
Yes.
Why can't we set up a system?
Carla, let me interrupt you for a minute. What you're describing there is the frustration, the anger that many people like yourself, we have to live with day to day, and we've been living with it for decades, Carla.
But you know, Tony, whenever you finish, whenever you take this thing, the final analysis to write down, it's we the people encourage this. I have called upon drivers many times. If all of us, not the entire country, we don't have to go on Brock Road and Bontayo. 300 of us go and we want to see the president. Or we want to meet him with the Minister of Home Affairs. We are not saying, I'm not saying, and my name is Andrew Rupan. I have no apologies. My number is 646-2222. I have no apologies. I'm not lying. I'm not saying that if for some reason you get into a minor offense and you have to get bail. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying do it. But let me get back my money the same way I give you it.
Absolutely.
And if my story happened Monday and the story done Wednesday, I should be able to go right to the police station where I get bail and show them my receipt. You know, confirm that all my story is indeed finished. And I collect my money.
Okay, Carla.
I don't see the royal runaround because when you look at it, they got to pay a check. They got to buy a checklist. They got to pay 3 people for writing it. They got to buy stationery. Come on, man. They're not seeing his stupidness.
Thank you
for too long, this country was being run by white people.
Thank you for calling.
White people still running this country.
Yes.
Because they got to come and advise them on everything to do.
Thank you.
They got you shouldn't do this, you should do that. Thank you, my brother.
All right. Have a wonderful day. Yes. Well, as you can hear the frustration of this caller, and this is what many poor, peasant, and oppressed people live with on a daily basis. Imagine that. Imagine you make a deposit of money to the police station, bail money, your hard-earned money, and you put it there with the intention of receiving it back. And it's not so easy for it to come back. And the caller is absolutely correct. You get the run around, and then you just say, let them have it. And I would put it to you that more than half of the people probably says, keep it. because when you pay the taxi fare to get it, by the time you get your money, you already used it all up in taxi fare. So you just say, keep it. Caller, go right ahead with your question or comment. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, caller. Go right ahead with your question or comment.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, speak up so I can hear you, please.
I listened to your program. I just want to add a little to that.
Yes, go right ahead.
On Saturday, my son made a mistake on the road.
Yes.
We agreed that he made a mistake, the police. I went to the station.
Yes.
I don't want to disclose which station or whatever. But
yes.
I went to the station and I asked the police. I said, why you bring the young man to the station?
Yes.
It's offense.
Yes.
It's a minor offense.
Yes.
You cannot bring this man and put him on bail. He didn't commit a crime.
Right.
I said, if the man is going to put the man on bail, it means that you got to place him in lockup before you bail him out of the lockup. You can't bring the man and just put him on bail.
Yes.
We went, and they had me on a run around. I even went to the sergeant.
Yes.
Who take my son to the station, and I was explaining to him. I said, well, then charge the guy. If you don't want to release him, let go and come back on another date. Then charge him today. Why you can't charge him today? If you say you have to go to court, charge him if you go to court today. Why you want to put him on bail? And this is the reason why they put in people on bail. They drag rings around people.
Correct.
And I believe the government knows these things, but they don't care about the people, the ordinary people. They're using the police to protect them and allowing police to harass ordinary citizens to get their money. That is what they're doing.
Caller, you just hit the nail on the head when you said we have leaders, politicians that doesn't care about the peasants, the poor, and the oppressed. You are absolutely right. So let me ask you this. Are you going to fight to get your bail money back, or are you going to just let them have it? Okay? All right. So thank you, caller. We could do a whole show on this topic, bail money. I don't get it. I mean, come on. Why you take somebody money and don't return it? Isn't that stealing? That people have to fight to get their money back? Caller, go right ahead with your question or comment. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Go right ahead. Good afternoon.
With the traveler.
Yes.
With the traveler with the $25,000.
Yes.
Yeah, but you ever ask him if he prefer go at a private institution and or go at the government institution and get it done free? I didn't hear the part.
No, sir. The first test that he took was done at a government institution.
And how much he paid there?
He didn't say how much he paid, but that's the test that was denied.
I think he really hurry to get it, man, and he prefer go and get it done for the 25 than wait a little.
But caller, you're missing the point. It's not only the 25,000; it's a new ticket you have to buy. Do you understand that? You understand? So you understand?
That's a good protocol, man. We gotta go ahead with it because we gonna prefer go and get COVID. We take the time now.
Right. Okay. Thank you, caller. Yeah. So it's not just the 25,000 that he has to pay for this second test, but it's also 2 new tickets. I think I failed to explain that part, but 2 new tickets. Once you miss your flight, you have to get a new ticket. And most of the times, a new ticket costs as much as the old ticket. So, and this person did what they thought they were doing was the right thing. They went here at the public hospital here in Guyana. I mean, if the public hospital test is not legitimate and that's run by the government, I don't understand. So went and got the test here done and was told, and again, you see, this is what happens when there's not information put out everywhere. There's lots of confusion and misinformation. And this is what happened to this writer. He probably thought, of course, a government hospital test would be legitimate. But he did not know, and he paid and paid and paid the hard way. But not only that, think about this. This 70-year-old woman is going to seek medical help, and this is what she has to go through. Think about that, people. Caller, go right ahead for you. Go right ahead, caller. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
The same thing with his bail, right?
Yes.
The bail money, right? You get two factors in the bail system.
Yes.
Get a magistrate bail, you have to issue to a bank check.
Yes.
And a station bail supposed to be given back by the station.
Yes.
And I get a bail receipt.
Yes.
Long 1 year now, running all over the place, can get the money.
Yes.
Like this thing here, like the government know about this, using this money after a certain time be compensated.
Yes. Yes.
I
Yes.
can utilize this money.
Yes.
I need my money.
Yes. Yes.
I want to answer me properly what going on. Call from the government, the president or whosoever, the home affairs minister, for let we get the station bail back at the station.
Yes, caller.
And magistrate bail is compulsory
Yes.
to issue by law
Yes.
by a check.
Yes.
And a station bail is supposed to get back from the station.
Yes. Yes.
And that is the law in the Constitution.
Yes. And
right?
Yes.
And therefore, Guyana, right, I'm telling going backward all the time.
Okay.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
And, this is the final last time I call it. And if the government not get it,
Yes.
you understand? I'm telling you, we will come out by the thousand from the road.
Okay.
By the thousand from the road.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because this Guyana is too beaten down for decades.
Yes. Yes.
We seem to be in Guyana, get independent for 50 and hard years.
Yes.
And nothing happening properly.
Yes. Yes.
And thank you.
And thank you for sharing your pain. And I feel your pain. And you know, this is why I tell you that this is a privilege and this is an honor to be on this program, to hear callers like this, callers who are so angry, to hear the emotion in this gentleman, to hear the frustration. And this is not just him. This is not just one issue. We're talking about bail money today, but you can put it on anything else. It could be Guyana Water Inc. It could be GPL. It could be, you name it. But the thing that bothers me is that people have to continue to be treated in their own country of birth as second-class citizen. I feel so heartbroken for this caller. I don't know. Maybe you can help me, because these things really, really, really hurts me. We have someone listening from Georgia, and we thank you. We have a new listener in Georgia. We appreciate you. Okay, caller, go right ahead with your question or comment, please. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes.
I was talking to you and I get cut off.
Yes, I'm glad you got back to. I apologize. We didn't cut you off. Just let you know that. Go.
Yes.
Finish your point.
Yes, I didn't get to complete it. So
yes. I start over just in case somebody just joining us and they didn't hear the beginning of the conversation.
Right, I was talking about the story with my son on Saturday.
Correct. Well, remind us, your son got pulled over for a minor offense. And then taken to the police station. Not right there, settled on the scene. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. continue.
Yeah, they could have given him a ticket on the spot if it's not a ticketable offense.
Yes.
Which I believe that I'm fully aware of the law that if it's not a ticketable offense, you cannot carry the person to the station. You could check the necessary information from the documents and you summons him to come to court.
Yes.
But what they're doing basically is, one of the things, and I would glad if Kaieteur Radio or reporters, I don't know what kind of question these people have asked these government ministers and the president when they meet them.
Yes.
Why? There is certain crime. When you commit certain crime, you just got to go and visit the station on your particular date, like every Friday in the week.
Yes.
Right. Today in this country, the way we live in, we got to visit the police every single day. Every single day, the police are out on the road, and we got to stop like we're criminals.
Yes.
We got to stop by the police every single day, and not just one time.
Yes.
4 different places, 365 days.
And for no reason at all. For no reason and for any reasons, you get stopped.
I believe, and I'm telling you this without no regret, because I'm a Muslim.
Yes.
Fanali should be in a shame of himself to call for unity.
Yes.
When the police are the peacemakers who are doing the citizens these type of things.
Yes.
It is disgusting.
Yes.
It is disgusting when the peacemaker is harassing people for money in this country.
Yes.
And Irfan Ali is on the television and places and talking about unity. How can you do that?
Yes.
That is hypocrisy.
Yes.
That is hypocrisy. He should be in a shame of himself to being a Muslim and doing these things.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for calling back. And this caller, imagine that. A minor offense. You know what it's like to get a phone call from your child that they're at the police station? And what is even more frustrating is when you found out that something minor happened that could have been dealt with right there and be done with. Okay, we are coming up to the top of the hour, and this time went by so quickly. I want to thank all my listeners and those who called. I want to let you know that I really appreciate listening to your pain, listening to your emotion. And this is why I opened this phone, because people just need a place to vent. People just need a place to express their frustration, their disgust, their disappointment, their despair, their depression. And this is why I keep the phone lines open. So you do the talking and I do the listening. Brothers and sisters, we are living in a very difficult country, and we have to get unnecessary, unfair treatment for any reason and no reasons at all. And the thing is, it doesn't matter which part of the country you come from. Well, it only matters if you are poor, because if you're poor, then you are treated differently. You are treated like a second-class citizen when you're poor, because you don't have anyone that you can pick up the phone and call when you are in trouble. And so, thank you for listening to me today. Thank you for those who have called. I just want to remind you that we are here Monday through Friday from 1,400 hours to 1,500 hours. I also want to remind you that you can listen to us on My Tuner app, Radio Garden app, Kaieteur News Online, and you can listen to us on YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp, and of course on FM 99.1 radio in Demerara and Essequibo, and 99.5 in Berbice, the radio with a difference. Before I go, I'd like to remind you that we are going through a pandemic. We're going through some dark and tumultuous and difficult days. But we're going to make it. We're going to get through this. But we must stay united. We must pray and ask God to help us to make it through these dark and difficult days. And I'm reminding you to listen tonight to Mr. Glenn Lyle's show, which comes on at 7:20 p.m. The Glenn Lyle show is on tonight, and it's on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Mr. Glenn Lyle will be discussing tonight an interview that the Vice President, Jack Dio, had with one of the reporters called Guyanese Critic. And Mr. Glenn Lyle will be analyzing that discussion, and he will be presenting the truth. What you heard was not the truth. What you will hear tonight is the truth. Reminding you that the Glenn Lyle Show is also rebroadcast on a daily basis from 1100 hours on Monday through Friday. It's rebroadcast on 1100 hours on this said station. So as I go, I say to you, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And I pray that God will give you the desires of your heart for the new year. This is Tony from Mahaicony saying to you, goodbye. May God bless you, and may God bless Guyana. Thank you. I'm signing off now.
CARICOM General Insurance, a better value for better protection. Get your ship and cargo covered with us today.